After visiting America's most iconic places, I decided that the next thing to explore was the water. We suffered from a bit of ocean sickness in the past, but I wasn't going to let that stop us. We bought a small sailboat to learn from, and then we eventually bought a McGregor 26. This one was supposed to be for trips, but I didn't like how small the living space was. That's when we decided to look for a bigger sailboat, specifically a catamaran. We were looking for something cheap so we can test if we really like it. After looking at a few that were in a really bad shape, I found this one that seems fixable. The motor is an outboard and the keels are outside, which makes it easier to fix. It is just 30 feet long and 14 feet wide. Because I work remotely, the plan was to spend some weeks near the boat staying in the RV and other weeks in Dallas. My first goal was just to make sure it didn't sink. Then I wanted to get the motor running along with other electronics. After that, I would move to the sails, rigging, the windows, and finally the interior. But the monthly cost of the RV park was $500. So after the first month, I decided to fix a bedroom for myself so that I could stay on the boat while I fixed it. This changed up my plan. I decided that I would first make it livable and then sailable, fixing it as I went so that I could enjoy it and fix it at the same time. The smartest thing would be to fix it from the top down, starting at the ceiling, but the floors were broken and dangerous, so I decided to start there for safety's sake, regardless of what I might have lost in a round run. I began with the master bedroom, but right as I was fixing its main window, a 3-day storm hit, drenching the mattress, blankets, and all my clothes. So I had to throw together a room in the back for me to stay. During the day, I would work online, and in the afternoon, thanks to the summer sun, I would still have enough daylight to work on the boat. While I was fixing the motor, I met my neighbors, Kate and his wife, who quickly became my family on the sea and lifelong friends. They had all the experience in the world fixing sailboats and helping in everything. After the engine and some basic controls were ready, we tried the boat. It was really fun, really exciting. Few days later, after we check and repair the rigging and the sails, we tried the boat in a bigger challenge. Go from Bay San Luis to an island. We used both sailboats at that time. We didn't know what to expect. Although we checked everything and we thought that everything was fine, everything could fail. That's an old boat that nobody has used in several years. To go there, I had to cross the swim bridge for the train. That was challenging, scary. It looks huge from kids' boat, but really from my boat looks like a tiny hole to put that big boat. After I was in the ocean, I had to go out to raise the sails. I had to trust in the engine and in the autopilot. But the autopilot didn't want to cooperate that day. But somehow I managed to raise the sails. The engine worked good at the beginning, but every time that I used the boat, I had to clean it again. I suppose that I didn't clean maybe the pump or something, but I was expecting that I had to clean several times the carburetors. Still, I have to clean it some more times and maybe to change some parts. But it's a 130 horsepower Honda with 3 cylinders, so it's really nice because usually if one fails, the other two can move the boat perfectly. Well, everything went good to the island, and over there we had a good time, relaxing, enjoying the day. But later I received a call from my office telling me that I had to return immediately for a important meeting. So that night I repaired the autopilot, and the next day I returned to Bay San Luis. The autopilot this time worked very good, so I could have my meeting online, and I arrived some hours later very happy. Very happy, really. Everything was going really good. Now that the boat was working, I had to improve a little the some parts, check other sails, and improve everything. I was going step by step, changing some parts, painting, fixing some parts that I repaired. I had to repair again, but everything was going good. The plan was working because I was enjoying a lot the process, and at the same time the boat was improving every day. We enjoyed our time also, visiting and having fun with the neighbors and in the city. Painting the interior was maybe one of the biggest tasks, but that was fun. And well, the only thing that later I found another way to improve the boat more, so really I could avoid the painting. While I play some videos showing how was the boat before and how is the boat now, because still I have to keep working on the boat. It has still a lot of room for improving, especially the wood. But while those clips run, let me tell you a little about the boat. The boat has a lot of space in the back where you can drive the boat. It's very nice. And in the interior, the first thing is a dining room, very comfortable for 4 people at the same time, with a space for 2 refrigerators, one of 12 volts or 120 volts, and one normal refrigerator. The space is enough to work, to watch TV, etc. In the right side, I have the kitchen. It's comfortable enough. Maybe not the best kitchen in the world, but I could cook whatever I wanted. And in the front, I have a queen size mattress bedroom, uh, very comfortable, and it's very beautiful because in the front, the window allows you to watch all the ocean or whatever is in the front. It's really, really beautiful. On the left, going back, is a room for one person, is a twin mattress, and under the bed there is a water tank and a lot of space for storage, for example for diving storage or whatever you want. Well, the floors were terrible. I had to work a lot on those. But in the left side, in the back, there is a twin mattress also, and there is a space for batteries, for the keel, storage for parts. It's almost like a desk, and a lot of space for spare parts. And well, you can tell the floor how bad it was. I'm not using really that room, but I'm using that as storage. And the boat had a leak on that side, so I had to fix and check a lot that part. And in the front, I have a bathroom. It's not the most beautiful bathroom. I still have to work a lot on that, but it's very comfortable. It has a shower, toilet, everything that I need. The electronics were terrible and all the cables were a mess, but I figured everything out, and now I have lights everywhere, and really right now is very comfortable, very comfortable. The window in the front was terrible, broken, leaking, and with some screws that were really dangerous. I also made something in the top for storage and to have the windows, the curtains. Well, and here are the dolphins saying, "Hey, your boat is beautiful." I really had a good time. This time I was going to Dolphin Island. It was a trip of 180 miles approx. I sailed there in one day and one day coming back. I stayed there one day. That was the longest trip. The wind was really soft at the beginning but strong at the end. But the spinnaker and the sails behaved really good. I made some mistakes and the boat behaved really good. And also the dolphins enjoyed the trip. Well, if you want to know details or something special of this process, let me know. I'll reply or I'll make another video. Thank you.